Cool, thanks everyone. Nice segue from Zach, but yeah, here is Lukas. Lukas was down in our London office recently, whiteboarding with the rest of the team. I think a lot of hot ideas there, so interested to hear what you got, Lukas.
Guten Morgen. Hi, everyone. It's great to be here. I've been at all 3 NoirCons, and this community is really something special to me and us. I first felt this during EFCC last year at the Trust Infrastructure Day. And again, in full-blown effect at a rather spontaneous workshop where we could come together at the Aztec office later in the summer in London. And from this very tight group and this really nice people, it's amazing to see how the community evolved over, it's only 10 months now. And today I want to talk to you about something I believe is critical where we go next. Around 2 years ago, I was at the Science of Blockchain conference, walking around with a question in mind. At that time, everyone was talking about CK in the programmable cryptography land. And it felt like a bit off because people were kind of alluding that CK would solve all the problems that we are attributing that can be solved with programmable cryptography. But this doesn't felt right for us. Why? Because CK doesn't let you, for example, collaborate on private data. It's inherently stateless. And most valuable applications on the internet today, from marketplaces to messaging to governance, are all collaborative and stateful in nature. So I spent the conference asking everyone, are you thinking about the limitations of CK? And here I mean the limitations of CK beyond performance and developer experience. Turns out most didn't. Everyone was really focused on proof system and lookups. This was the time the first open CKVM, Lasso Jolt came out, and also zero knowledge machine learning, or CKML, was at really its hype cycle, even though ChatGPT didn't come out so far. Now, CK felt just synonymous with programmable cryptography. And this bugged me. Why is no one seeing the obvious, or is it us that we are just dumb and don't see how this all works out in the end? Then on one of the last days, I met a person who was the head of cryptography for a big project that's just launched. And we were talking, and they were already using Ethereum as their root of trust. They were using client-side proving CK all over the place. But they only have launched 1 or 2 months before and already ran into the problem we were alluding to. They needed confidential compute. And they couldn't find any infrastructure that they can use. Even worse, they couldn't even find tooling that met their requirements. And that's the case because confidential compute in general had been overlooked and neglected for years compared to CK. So this moment validated what we felt. Something fundamental was missing. And most didn't see it because either their projects didn't launch and didn't run into these problems, or they were just too deep into CK narrative that CK would solve everything we need. To sum up, in a world let's pretend CK has no overhead and we can program in Angular language and you can even vibe code it if you want. If we do not get confidential compute as a second pillar, we'll never reach the full impact we want. Now I want to zoom out a bit how to see this observation of the CK space fits into the broader blockchain and internet space. We often